Laws failing the people they are meant to protect. It's how some feel about drunk driving here in Wisconsin.
The I-Team's Casey Geraldo digs into this problem and tells us about a change that some are calling for in this Project Drive Sober investigation. Casey.
Stephen Carroll, it's not even a crime the first time you drive drunk in Wisconsin. It's called a civil offense, and that's where some lawmakers want to see change start.
It takes a long time to get used to the loss of someone we love. The high school yearbook quote from 17-year-old Jenny Ramis.
I think it was her grandma who passed, and so it was a quote from that report.
Takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, and they put it, I remember they put it on the programs of when she died.
A fourth offense drunk driver hit and killed Ramis in December 1998. A judge sentenced him to 20 years in prison for her death.
How the heck did it get this far? How the heck did this guy fall through the cracks? And now sitting here 20 years later and realizing that same thing could happen because the system hasn't fixed it, it's devastating.
It's the reason State Senator Chris Larson is making drunk driving laws a priority. He knows his story isn't unique.
For the last year, we have statistics for 190 people who are killed in Wisconsin. Each one of those is a preventable death. Each one of those is a person who is connected through their coworkers, with their classmates, their families.
He doesn't feel Wisconsin's laws match the severity of drunk driving. Our neighbors have all criminalized a first offense, but differ when to make drunk driving a felony, the most severe kind of crime. Indiana enforces a felony if someone drives drunk twice within 6 years. Illinois considers all third OWIs felonies. Michigan gives offenders a felony on a third offense in 7 years, while Minnesota and Wisconsin wait for a fourth offense to consider driving drunk a felony. Senator Larson and State Representative Jim Ott joined Project Drive Sober because they believe the laws need to change.
Getting behind the wheel impaired is an individual decision, and unfortunately we have too many people that are making that decision in Wisconsin.
Both men want a first offense criminalized and then some.
I think our penalties don't match the severity of what the person is doing, so certainly making sure our laws are correct for the severity of the offense.
They have different approaches, but the lawmakers agree.
If we have the public on our side, there's nothing we can't do.
Public support matters.
I think that might be difficult right now, and that's not just because there's some opposition in the legislature. I think many people in the public, if you ask them, do you really think first offense should be a criminal offense? I don't think you'd get like 80 or 90% saying yes.
We want you to weigh in on this. Right now, a first offense OWI is a civil offense. Do you think it should remain that way, or should it become a criminal offense? You can take the poll on tmj4.com/drive sober. And while you're there, you can find your state lawmakers and their phone numbers. Larson and Ott both say it's not enough to call once if this is important to you. They encourage you to follow up with your lawmakers consistently.